do math. Because you see, if we do math, if we were into learning, if we were into research and into thinking and into, real philosophical ideas and abstractions, we would defeat those people. They know it. So consequently, what they must do is rob you of all of these things so that they may stay in their place. And you'll see that even in the man-woman relationship. A man often robbing the woman of any intellectual growth, any personal growth, any knowledge, any wisdom, because he sees that as the only way he can rule over her and maintain her under control. And if she shows that she's growing and developing, he gets angry and resentful and hateful. I tell many of my students sometimes, my female students into my classes at the college, before you get through being educated, many of your husbands are going to leave you, or your family's going to break up. And of course, some of them get angry. What? Who are you to say to what? So and so. But I know the nature of what many of the men you deal with. Jealousy. You're hanging out with those college boys. You see, or now you're getting too smart, or now you're trying to move past me. And I've seen women who had to leave college because the husband is giving them such a hard time, or the boyfriend is giving them such a hard time, or he's hanging out in front of the school, or going through all kinds of changes. I've even seen families have their children removed out of the college because this is the first one in college and they are wrestling with this one maybe moving in some kind of way. And so in almost all kinds of blocks are thrown in that way, even if it means keeping up noise or disrupting them in some form or another. Often then they destroy the individual. We love those then who keep us from realizing our self-hatred. You see, one of the reasons why we get so euphoric when we are in love is that by focusing our minds and our energies and our obsession upon another person, by trying to live through another individual, by trying to make that individual our total world, by idealizing that individual and making them some goddess or some god, we think by that it's going to lift us up beyond who we are. It helps us to avoid knowing who and what we are. It keeps us from hating ourselves. Through their love, we come to love ourselves. And in that sense, that's why we get stuck on them. We feel that we need them. And when they leave us, we experience what? Depression and suicidal kinds of drives and so forth. Because that self-hatred, which they've made us escape from while they were with us, now comes back to haunt us again, and we get involved. Some people get drunk, and some people actually commit suicide when their lovers leave them, you see, and so forth. So often then, this love, this euphoria that we feel for other individuals is a euphoria based on the fact that they have taken us from truth and taken us from reality and taken us outside of us. That's one reason why we say love is what? Blind. Blinds the individual to reality. So that person you're in love with is not, and who claims to love you back, particularly if that love feeds your self-hatred or helps you to escape your own reality, is not doing you a favor. As a matter of fact,